How are we all doing out there? I hope you're all spot on. Now, I'd like to thank everyone for your lovely comments from the last video. I did make a bit of a mistake when doing a steak comparison. I burnt one of them. I just want to show you the pans and just answer a few questions because I've got hundreds of questions and I'd just like to answer them quickly now. So I'll show you the pans. I should have used two of the same pans, I understand that now, but the reason being I used two different pans is because I've only got one frying pan Tefal. There it is. Now they're both okay for induction. They both are, built for an induction. So this is the Tefal. Now my wife bought this. It's stainless steel induction technology. Thermofusion. I had loads of comments saying that these heat up really quick, and you can see it's left a few marks there. If I just close up, you can see, look, and it's sort of tainted the pan. Now this is made in China. Now are the French ones, is there different companies that make different ones? I don't know. The French one's any better? So this one came with the actual Siemens hob. It's a Berghoff. And it's a lot more thicker, and that's probably why it never burnt in that pan. Now, fire alarm, I'll show you. We do have a fire alarm. It's not in here. This door was closed, that's why it never went off. The fire alarm is up there, look, and we've got one upstairs as well in the landing. What a mistake I had to make here. Anyway, let's get back to this one. I've been shopping to Aldi, or my wife has, picked a few goodies up. Come and have a look what we got. They're doing like a new range in Aldi. Maybe it's for Christmas, I don't know. It's all in sort of one cabinet. We picked this up and a few other little goodies that I'm going to review. So this is Oakhurst Gastro Dining main. Now they come in main, sides, desserts. Now there was no actual price for the main for the whole meal. We had to pay for them all individually. So this is a slow-cooked steak pie, slow-cooked British beef with smoked bacon and caramelised onions in a rich gravy encased with all butter pastry. Made with British beef and pork. We have a little traffic light system, amounts per pie. I noticed it's not a traffic light system, is it? They're all in blacks. I would imagine if it was, there'd be a few reds in there, that's for sure. So this pie, the price. It was £2.99. I will, like I said, we've bought a few other goodies that I'll review and I'll get to them, but I'm doing this pie at the moment, so let's take a closer look at the packaging. And no, I've not been drinking. Anyway, let's have a look around the back. So we've got some spiel there. What does it say? Oh, I need me go gadget eyes here. All butter short crust pastry base filled with marinated slow-cooked British beef and smoked bacon lardons with added water in a beef gravy topped with all butter, puff pastry lid and cracked black pepper. I've done something very similar to this. It was in a different box. Maybe they've just repackaged it. But I have done beef and pork together. I do remember. Yeah, was it from Aldi that I did it from? I can't remember now. We've got some more spiel there if you want to have a look at that. And there's the ingredients. The allergens are milk, wheat in there and egg. So we've got marinated beef, 26%. Yeah, that's what you get. Allergy advice, which we've covered in bold. Warning, although every effort has been made to remove bones, some small bones may remain. No artificial colour or flavourings. So it's a GB sticker. It's 250 grams. $2.99, 250. It's freezable. More nutrition there if you want to have a look at that. Pause it, go ahead. So I might have covered everything. Got a little bit of spiel on the side there. Slow cooked British beef, smoked bacon, yeah, it's telling you what it is. So let's get this open and see what we have got. Yeah, I think that frying pan will be all right anyway. My wife said it'll be all right, so that's what you get, yeah. Right, let's get the oven on, get it in there. So the pie, it stays in its foil container, goes on a baking tray. You can do it in the air fryer if you want, and that's where mine's going, in the air fryer. Right, that's up. I'll bring you back when it's done. I had a bit of a brainwave. Because I'm doing it on the air fry setting, I've took the tray away. So I want the air to circulate around it and cook it, you know. I don't want a soggy bottom. Brain wave or brain fart. It's done. I just let it cool for a few minutes. I can pick it up and show you. There's the top. So yeah, nice and crispy on the top. So let's get it out now of here. Let's try. It is hot still, so I do need to get some on my hands. Right, it should have cooled down a bit now. Let's have a look at this. Let's see if I can get it out of my hands. I did put it upside down on there and try and get it out, but it wasn't coming. So whether it's got to cool down, it's given us a bit of stiff resistance here. Never mind, we'll win. We always win. It's coming. Yes, there we are. So no soggy bottom. No soggy bottom, which is good. I'm going to cut it in half and we'll have a look inside. And I'll show you inside. So let's have a look at this. There's one half. There's a little bit come out. There's the other. Not too bad. Not too bad at all. So you could actually pick it up and eat it without it all falling apart if you wanted to, if you were that way inclined. You know, I love it with a load of chips. If I was having a meal, a load of chips, some peas, a load of gravy, a load of bread and butter. Ooh, maybe some pickled onions, pickled beetroot. Oh yeah, proper good. Right, I'm going to try it. So thanks very much for watching. I do appreciate it, and without you watching, I wouldn't have a channel. And if I could be an absolute pain, I know I always say it, well, not always, maybe get you to subscribe, because it does help the channel and the video thumbs up. I can't ask for any more than that, and it buys me a bit of time for this to cool down, because I am quite impatient and I do like to get stuck right in. Now, people who are from down south will be going, what on earth's pickled beetroot with and mushy peas and pickled onions and gravy? You've got to try it. Don't knock it until you've tried it. So I've sort of cut it into little bits. I'm going to use a fork. I could use my hands. I'm going to use my fork. It is looking quite dry at first observation. It is. It doesn't say it's steak and gravy. It says it's slow cooked steak pie. And the bacon content with added water is 6%. So I'm not expecting a lot from that. It does need gravy by the look of it. Wow. Oh, it's tasty. It is tasty. A little bit of sweetness, the caramelised onion I'm getting. Well, I hope it's got caramelised onion. Yeah, caramelised onions. I'm getting a little bit of sweetness through, which is lovely. Look at that steak in there. It is lovely. It does need gravy. It's a dry pie. Yeah, you can see that's a serving suggestion. You definitely need gravy. It is tasty. It is. I'm gonna look at that. That's all the steak inside. That is lovely. That really is tasty. I'm getting a little bit of smokiness coming through. Maybe that's from the bacon. Can't see any bacon in there. It is giving a little bit of smokiness. The pastry is lovely. It's well seasoned. A little bit of pepper. I would probably a little bit of pepper over the top for me. It doesn't need salt, but it is tasty, and it definitely needs gravy. That's for sure. Yeah. But it's a nice one, yeah. It's a nice one. Like I said, I've got a few other bits and bobs that I've got picked up from Aldi. Well, my wife did actually. She did a bit of shopping, and she always keeps her eye out for new food. This is in Aldi. It's all new range. She did say that I think they're trying to be like M&S. Ooh. Yeah. But yeah, like the gastro sort of range. I have sort of reviewed, I'm sure I've reviewed a steak and bacon pie before. I really have. It's a good tasty pie. That's it. What would I say out of 10? I'd say it's an 8.5 out of 10. Pushing 9. It is a bit dry. It's a dry pie. You might like dry pies. You just make some gravy up, don't you? Yeah, and it will be absolutely delicious. Go down well, if you know what I mean. So thanks for watching. Keep your recommendations coming in. I will try and get hold of them. And keep smiling. Take care, all the best, and I'll get back to you on the next one.